Hey guys, welcome to the Zoom the TBT. And tonight we're going to talk about the matchup of the Red Scare versus Big X Wednesday at 2 p.m. So, Charge, how did we get to this matchup?
Yeah, no, this matchup's a really exciting one for Red Scare. Obviously, they were a top 8 seed and got that first round bye, but Big X had a battle against D2, got down early, really came back in the second half, strong performance, and pulled off the win. So, classic matchup here, Red Scare, Big X, a lot of Ohio flavor, so good regional rivalries, and the winner's looking across the way, and we'll take on either Carbon's Crew or Illinois. So, it's going to be a fantastic game, and can't wait to see this thing.
I'm going to feel a little lonely on this call, being the only non-Ohio guy on it, I think.
Right.
Anyway, talking about Ohio, here are our guests. We have the wonderful guard, Darrell Davis, and the GM of the team, Joey Gruden. Gentlemen, what's going on today?
Everything is good. I'm doing great.
Yeah, how we doing? Thanks for having us on. We're excited.
Yeah, Joey, hey, thanks for coming back again. Excited to have Red Scare. Last time we talked, it was early on in the process, and man, what a journey it's been for you guys. What we thought was going to be a very normal process got really sideways in a hurry. So just kind of take me through the process, and, now we have a guy who looks like you're running with 8 folks, and, how did we get there?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long process this year, a lot of work compared to the years in the past, just trying to get guys to comply with all the COVID and testing and quarantining. But I'm glad with the group we got. I think we got a really good, solid group of 8. A couple people had to drop out late, like Justin Tillman and Rob Lowry. It stinks, but it is what it is, and we still got a great squad, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because like the COVID rosters, everybody's been adding and losing players a lot the last couple of weeks. It's been a very difficult thing. Darrell, has it been interesting trying to figure out what the roles are going to be of some of the losses you've had of your team?
It's actually been kind of easy, because of actually playing with most of the guys on my team being Ohio natives and like playing with them in college and like playing open run. Even when they graduated, they came back and played open run besides Trev. But like it's been easier because we all know each other's roles and we know what we're capable of doing. And most guys comprehend the game a lot. So I think it's going to be easy for us.
Yeah, and so there we talked before we jumped on about the practice, and there's been some mixed reviews about the practice court, but you guys have had pretty good luck, and you got a good run in today?
Yeah, we had a great one today. Go ahead, Joe.
They've been giving us an hour. Through the courts have been a little condensated, so they gave us an hour on that court to kind of like shoot and walk through, and then an hour on the good court to run up and down. So it's been good.
Are they actually giving you – I know that the organizers have a real affection for all things Ohio State, and your opponents are largely Ohio State. Are they kind of giving you the better times, or kind of screwing with you a little bit on court times?
Hit or miss. We practiced at 9 a.m. yesterday. It was a little early for us. Perfect time, 4 o'clock. So they've been good to us.
So Darrell, when you only have, I think, about 8 active guys, how are you running 5-on-5? Are you bringing Joey out there and making him run point? Like, what's happening? How good is Joey on the game? Can he play tomorrow?
Well, actually, Joey's just being a coach. He's kind of like retired, but we playing 4-on-4. We know it's gonna be 5 guys on the court at all times, but we playing 4, and it's working out actually pretty nice for us.
Very good. Yeah. So Joey, you've been in quarantine how many days now?
I think this is our 3rd or 4th.
Man, what are you doing to stay busy? So aside from talking basketball and practice, how are you passing the time?
Me personally, I've been watching a lot of the TBT, honestly. So I've been watching that, watching Big X reruns, trying to get ready for our next opponent, and then also just hanging out with our guys. It's been a blast. I mean, me and Darrell we graduated together, so just being around these guys like Trey, Mike, Zelle, some of my really good friends, and then some of the older guys. It's awesome just hanging out, shooting the shit together, playing cards, playing video games. It's just a good team camaraderie, and I love being around these guys.
Yeah, I was talking. We had Boeheim's Army on our last show. We were talking about the fact that like they had Kevin Belby's birthday was at the taping actually, and it's got to be nice because like in these times everybody is sort of stressed out about what's going on in the world. And while you are isolated and you are under quarantine, you're quarantined with people you care about, people you have a shared history with. So in some ways, it's got to be really, really, really nice. With that in mind, Darrell, the lockdown, has it been a little difficult to be separated from friends and family?
Of course they have, because usually friends and family will come out to these games. I'm not too far from Ohio. I'm in Michigan, and they usually come out and watch the games with us. But unfortunately, this COVID has appeared, and I told everyone to tune in and watch the game on TV, and hopefully I can hear you guys through the TV.
Yeah, being where you guys are so close to Dayton, I would not be surprised if somehow they figured out a way to be outside that arena, a little watch party or something. The Dayton fans showed up really big time in Columbus last year. So
Sneaking off hazmat. They're sneaking off hazmat suits.
Somehow there's going to be Dayton support there. I don't know how or where or how they're going to infiltrate it, but there will be Dayton support there one way or another. All right, so here's our team. Like we said, running a little thin right now. Obviously, Lowry's out, Tillman's out, so those guys won't be running with you. But obviously, hindsight's 20/20, Joey. But you look kind of smart picking up a couple really big guys right at the tail end. So you got Thompson, you got Robinson, and after seeing Nick Ward play, this is going to be a very nice luxury for you.
Yeah, as everyone knows, Dayton doesn't produce traditional big men very often, so we did have to go and get a guy from Ohio State to help us out. But he's a great pickup. He's 7 feet, definitely with Nick Ward and other bigs in this tournament. So yeah, we think he's a good pickup. And J-Rob also, ex-Dayton Flyer, he'll be a great pickup too. He's got size and he's in the best shape of his life. So we're excited to add those two guys.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting too, because looking at sort of this lineup you have, and I mean, there's a lot of really nice parts here, obviously, but it is a little smaller. And Joey, we've had you on the show a while back early, and we had the conversation, does size matter? I mean, Dayton's always had a really quality squad, but they're always a little undersized. I know the people at the Atlantic 10 have a little more hard time recruiting size sometimes, plus the style play is a little gutty. So Darrell, you're going to have to gang rebound in this game, obviously. So, like, are you ready to go in there and get your nose in there and get some boards?
Oh, yeah, of course, as always. You know, like Joey said, Dayton doesn't always have the biggest guys on the court. But one thing for sure, we preach on defense and rebounding. And I think we're going to do a good job at doing that and getting out running the ball in transition. So that's our best thing we do. And I think we're good at it with the team we have now.
Yeah, so another question kind of about the cohesion, Darrell. Obviously, you're seeing it in TBT already this year with teams like Sideline Cancer that are just, really making things happen right now. But that cohesion and that experience is critical. So you got a nice core with Oliver and Kyle, and you guys had played together last year, looked great. But you're going to be bringing in 3 guys fresh out of college. So what kind of advice are you giving those guys about the TBT, playing against professionals versus college players? So how are you guys bringing those guys along?
It's all confidence, Them guys are built for this. They know what they have to do. They know it's gonna be a war. They know it's gonna be a fight. Toughness and grit is what we preach on and we strive ourselves on. And they learn from a great coach of Coach Grant. Trey and Ryan Zelle. So I think they're for sure ready for this. And for myself, I learned from Kyle and Devin Oliver, even though I didn't play with Demo, but like the tendencies that Kyle had on defense and the tendencies that Demo had on offense, and just learning from them. And I try to bring it down to the young guys of like Trey and Mike Zelle. And I think it's all going to collide and collab for this group.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talent here. So, Joey, I guess you're taking also the coaching reins now, obviously, trying to get these teams to run. So, like, what kind of sets are you going to try? Because this undersized team, that works both ways. Obviously, the rebounds have to be gang rebounds and boxing out, but that gives you a lot of versatile weapons on the perimeter to play 5-4 out and really try to get guys loose. What style of play can the fans of Dayton's alumni team expect to see in this game?
Yeah, I can't tell you any specific sets. That's a secret.
Of course not. By all means, don't tell us anything secret.
Yeah, it's awesome. We got besides Trev, I mean, we got everyone else can pretty much play, and J-Rob obviously, but everyone else can play any position 1 through 4. It's beautiful. We can just interchange, and we have a very free style of play, just making reads off of each other, and anyone who gets the rebound can dribble up the court and attack. So it's really good. I like our team chemistry and our team buildup, and it should be exciting to watch.
Yeah, so Darrell, this year, really special year for the Dayton team. And I'm not even going to ask you guys about top end because you've been asked that question a zillion times. And did you try to recruit them, blah, blah, blah. So I'll pass on that one. But obviously a little bit of unfinished business. And, so it's really important for the city of Dayton. Those fans love you guys. So, how important is it to pick it up off of their success? And are you drawing off some of that energy as you head into TBT?
I mean, it's very important, Obviously, we're sorry for the loss of the season for Trey and Ryan Maxwell and the rest of the guys, especially Trey and Ryan Maxwell because they were seniors. But they got another shot to play the game again with some of their ex-Flyers. So we're going to try to pick it up and try to win this whole thing for the Dayton team, basketball college team.
Yeah, and picking up that Dayton team, picking up this alumni team, we also have to talk about the people you're matching up with, the Big X, the assortment of Big Ten players. And there's a lot of real talent on this team, and it's going to be a tough matchup. One thing that strikes me out on this page, looking at this charging, guys, is Nick Ward 8 against D2. They had some size issues. They were a very good team, and all respect to Division II. Wonderful, wonderful squad. But Ward kept getting seals, getting down low, and he got a lot of close-in shots. Joey, how do you plan on limiting the damage their bigs can have like that?
Yeah, I mean, we know Nick Ward's going to get his points. We just want to make it as hard as possible on him. And if he gets 15 points, we get shots. So I think it's going to be a group effort. Guys like Kyle and Darrell coming down, helping out with the bigs when they're wrestling with them. But, yeah, we know it's important for them to throw it inside. So we're going to do everything in our power to counteract that and stop it.
Yeah, no, I mean, one thing I found really interesting watching that game, too, with all those different flashes to the post, is they got a lot of those off a certain degree of action. Darrell, is the best way to combat this, like, ball denial, like getting up on guys like Jackson and trying to force them into difficult passes, not letting them go over the top?
Yeah, I learned that in college. It always starts with on-ball defense. If we're pressuring the guards and playing hard on them, then it should be tough for the big to get the ball if I'm playing so aggressive on the guard.
Yeah, I definitely think ball denial will be good here. And also, Joey, so Dakish got in the game and actually did okay. He had a 3, hit one from the bench. Can we see a GM on GN check in this game possibly? Is that something we can see? Maybe that's a question. Darrell, how much do you guys have to be up to get Joey the ball?
At least.
Time out. I'm the coach. If I want to put myself in, I can put myself in.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll see an appearance from me tomorrow.
Yeah, that unfortunately the Elam ending gets really good reviews. I think the casual fans like it. I think some more of the professionals are starting to like the Elam ending. But we're talking to a couple other guys, because there's a lot of folks who either played for their teams that are GM now or managers playing and GMing. And, some of these guys, normally might be able to get in the game, but with the Elam ending, nothing's safe anymore. So it's a lot tougher to get you in. So, but you're the coach, like you said, make it happen.
Of course.
Yeah, no, and looking at this roster you're facing too, I mean, and all the chat stats are obviously by Charge. There's a wonderful job on these stats. So thanks again, buddy, for doing this. A lot of really big experience. We also updated their slide to show that win against the see, this is how fast it moves. It says against the Jackson, Tennessee underdogs. Obviously, that's not what happens. How fast this tournament's moving. They defeated D2. But a lot of experience, a lot of scoring. These guys have played together before. But the cohesion's even because you guys have that shared experience. Is this one of those cases, Joey, where both teams have sort of a shared experience? It's going to be basically a straight-up talent sort of matchup because the cohesion will be very similar?
Yeah, I think the tournament is a lot of talent and IQ, and it is a players tournament, obviously. But I think chemistry is obviously very important, as you can see with Carmen's crew. I mean, they made a run, and they always have to get together. And some teams have training camps, and you can tell on the court who's prepared and who has chemistry and who has cohesion and who doesn't. I think we do have a slight advantage there. I mean, most of our guys have played together, except for Ryan McMahon and Trevor, but even those guys fit right in. I mean, everyone shares the ball. We have an unselfish group. So I think our chemistry and our cohesion will be great and give us an advantage.
So, Darrell, looking at this roster, too, these guys have a lot of experience, but for different teams. Big X has a couple of returners, but this is basically the core. A lot of these guys came from Cold-Blooded, a shooter from Broad Street, Nick Ward, obviously, from Michigan State. There is an exploitation there because there is chemistry, and there's a Big Ten share, but a lot of these guys played from different systems. When the chips are down, it's close to that Elam ending. They're always running different go-get-the-ball sets. Do you have an advantage knowing that you guys are basically going to be running the same cohesive offense?
Yeah, I think we do. More than likely, Devin Oliver will have the ball during the time of the Elam ending, and Joey Gruden would draw up a great play to get the ball into the right person's hands whenever Demo make the right decision. But our guys and the group that we have, the chemistry outside of Trevor and Ryan, I think we're very coordinated with each other, and we should be fine.
Fantastic. So once again, appreciate both of your guys' time coming on the show. You came straight from practice, so appreciate that. And I got a lot of work to do tonight, so we definitely won't take up too much of your time. But Joey, we'll kind of work on a little bit of closing with you. So just kind of overall thoughts on the game for the Dayton faithful. So they're going to be blowing up Twitter tomorrow. They're going to be following this game. It's going to be a heck of a game against Big X. So what do you got to say to those fans directly?
I'm just going to tell the fans that they can expect what they always get from Dayton basketball, and that's we're going to go out there and play as hard as we can. We're going to scrap, we're going to get dirty, and we're going to bite our teeth and play hard. We wish the Flyer faithful was out there to watch us, but we can hear them from our suites here in the Hyatt. We get messages and tweets. It's a true fan base that people don't understand unless you're a part of or been to a game. Hopefully next year we can bring it back to Dayton. Like it's supposed to be this year. It'd be an awesome experience. I know everyone would love it. But yeah, we're just here getting ready. We just ordered some team dinner for everyone. We're going to get together one more time as a team for tomorrow, and hopefully we go out there and pull out a win.
Yeah. What's for dinner, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
This is free advertising, but we got Buca de Pepo.
Buca de Pepo.
Nice.
Family style. There you go. Family style. Always a good thing. You guys can eat as a family, the Dayton family.
Yeah.
Not to go down too far down to one path, but do you guys like have a per diem where TBT says you spent X number of dollars and you order anywhere you want? That's on Uber Eats. So how do you guys kind of decide where you're eating and all that?
Actually, they feed us breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Portions are kind of small. I know some of our guys keep saying they're hungry. We were lucky enough, though, with all the support from the Dayton community, we raised some money. So I was able to help out with some food and Uber Eats and stuff like that. So, yeah, we're eating okay. We're alive and healthy.
Hang on. I gotta stay on this briefly, though. You say the portions are small. Like, Darrell, put your hands up. What is a meal? Is it like this or is it like this? And I'm just curious.
Most probably like, let me see.
Is it
It's
like
probably like this. You know, we are.
You guys are professional athletes. What the hell?
You guys eat like 6 meals a day, not 3.
I mean, we're older guys, and for me, myself, speaking generally, my metabolism is so high, so I'll be looking to get a nice size chunk of food, you know?
Yeah. My metabolism's low, and I'm still looking for a lot of food, too. So, I mean, it all works out.
We can tell, George. No, but the funny part is, like, no, they're giving you guys – no, it's like you need, like, Hobbit meals at that point. You need, like, second breakfast and shit. What the hell? Oh, my God. Okay, well, food besides, hopefully you guys are staying at that Hyatt tomorrow. Or I keep saying tomorrow. I'll probably release this on the game day. So hopefully when this gets released after the game, you guys are staying at the Hyatt. Darrell, what do you guys have to do to ensure one more night at those very luxurious digs?
We have to play together, play hard, rebound, run the ball in transition, and just be confident, you know. We know we're going to have mistakes. It's going to be runs. It's going to be ups and downs during the game. It's basketball. But the main thing is winning majority of the wars, and 90% of the time we should come out with victory.
Excellent. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys coming on. This is probably a good place to close. If anything happens in Dayton tomorrow productively between 2 and 4, I'd be very surprised. I had to put my out of office on my work emails and all that today. So I think Dayton's going to shut down for a couple hours tomorrow. Big matchup against Big X. Best of luck to both you guys, and love to have you guys back on when you guys beat Big X tomorrow.
Thank you. Appreciate it a lot.
Take care, fellas.
See you guys.